The heavy rain was falling when something tugged at his pants. He looked down and saw a wet mother cat holding onto his clothing very tightly. She was sitting under a small umbrella, but the rain was still making her completely soaked. Her body was shaking from the cold, and she looked very scared and weak. When he bent down to pick her up, he felt something small and warm underneath her body. It was a tiny kitten that was barely moving and felt very cold to touch. The mother cat had been using her own body to keep her baby warm during the terrible storm. He could see that the little kitten was still breathing, but just barely alive. He gently took out a cloth and started to dry the tiny kitten very carefully. As he did this, he felt relieved because the baby was getting warmer and seemed to be getting stronger. But the mother cat would not let go of his pants and kept looking at him with worried eyes. She seemed afraid that he might leave them alone again. The man understood that she needed to trust him first. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a small treat that he always carried for stray animals. He offered it to the mother cat, and she quickly ate it. After finishing the treat, she suddenly ran toward a large tree nearby and hid underneath it. Something made him feel that he should follow her. When he reached the tree, he saw something that made his heart feel very sad. There was another tiny kitten lying alone on the ground. This baby was shaking badly from the cold and making weak crying sounds. The little one looked even weaker than the first kitten he had found. Without waiting, he picked up this kitten too and wrapped it in the same warm cloth. The mother cat watched every move he made. She seemed to be checking if he was being gentle with her babies. Her eyes showed both worry and hope at the same time. She appeared to be testing whether this human could be trusted with her most precious belongings. As he held both kittens close to keep them warm, he decided to walk around the area to see if there were any more babies that needed help. The mother cat followed him closely as they searched together. While walking through the park, he noticed movement in the distance that made him stop and look more carefully. A group of stray dogs was slowly moving toward them through the rain. They looked hungry and were searching for anything they could find. Now everything made perfect sense to him. This brave mother cat had not just been asking for help with her babies. She had been trying to protect them from these dangerous dogs while dealing with the cold rain at the same time. The mother cat had been facing two serious problems. First, her tiny babies needed warmth and food to survive the storm. Second, she had to keep them safe from the dogs that were hunting in the area. She was too small and weak to fight off the dogs by herself, but she was still trying her best to protect her family. The man realized that this mother had shown incredible courage. Despite being hungry, cold, and scared, she had never abandoned her babies. Instead, she had used her own body as a shield against the weather and had even approached a stranger for help when she had no other choice. He knew he could not leave this small family outside for another night. The storm was getting worse and the dogs were still nearby. He carefully gathered the mother cat and both of her kittens in his arms. The mother cat seemed to understand that he was trying to help because she stopped struggling and let him carry them all. They walked through the rain until they reached his home. Once inside, he prepared a warm and safe place for them to rest. He found some soft blankets and made a comfortable bed in a quiet corner of his house. The mother cat immediately took her babies to the warm spot and started cleaning them with her tongue. For the first time in many days, the little family was completely safe from danger. There were no more cold winds, no more rain, and no more hungry dogs to worry about. The kittens could finally rest and grow stronger while their mother could relax and recover from her difficult experience on the streets. The man provided them with food and fresh water. He watched as the mother cat ate her first proper meal in a very long time. The kittens were too young to eat solid food, but they could drink milk from their mother, who was now getting the nutrition she needed to take care of them properly. Over the next few days, the three cats settled into their new life. The mother cat slowly learned that she could trust this human who had rescued them from the storm. The kittens grew bigger and stronger each day, playing with each other and exploring their safe new environment. This rescue story shows us how much love and courage animals have for their families. The mother cat risked everything to save her babies and never gave up even when things seemed hopeless. Sometimes the smallest act of kindness from a human can change the lives of animals who desperately need help. Every day, many animals are struggling to survive on the streets just like this little family was. They face hunger, cold weather, and dangerous situations. But when people choose to help, these animals get a chance to live happy and safe lives. If this story touched your heart, think about what names you would give to these two rescued kittens. Remember to subscribe for more amazing rescue stories that show how love and kindness can make a real difference in the world.